Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little different. I'm going to do a get ready with me while answering some questions that I feel like you guys might want to know about me. Let's jump right into it. I already went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, and I did prime and set my eyelids, so everything's ready to go. This palette right here, it's a ColourPop one, and I did a look with it, but I didn't film it, so I do want to try that again. Going in with this Mahalo color, and it's like a cool tone brown, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that as my transition color. So I guess the first question, or not question, but like fact about me would be that I do have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. I come from a pretty big family, and I am the 3rd oldest. The next fact about me is I was born in San Jose, California. I went to quite a few different schools, elementary schools growing up. I think I went to about 5 or 6 of them. After moving from San Jose, I did move to Modesto, California. Lived here for a couple years, ended up moving to Reno, Nevada, and we lived there for roughly 2 years, I believe, and then we moved back here. But for the most part, Modesto is where I grew up. I guess the next fact about me would be my ethnicity. I'm mixed with a lot. So majority of me is Mexican, and I'm Native American. I am Portuguese, El Salvadorian. I'm mixed with a lot. This darker purple right here, and it's Shotgun in the palette. So this is my go-to all-time favorite crease brush. This is the Morphe R39, the Morphe M41, and just place the color where I do want it. So I'm gonna want it right here. And then with my R39, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. Next fact about me, I have a son who is going to be 1 in a few short weeks. I don't claim to be a makeup artist. I wouldn't say I'm a professional at all, and like a lot of people, I enjoy doing makeup just because, believe it or not, this is my happy place. I do makeup when I'm happy, when I'm sad. It's just something that I really enjoy doing. I guess another fact about me would be I'm in a relationship. I've been dating my boyfriend so in August it'll be 6 years. We've been together since high school. Fun fact, I really wasn't even trying to be in a relationship, and when he came around, he was different. I know, as cheesy as that sounds, he really was different. He was very persistent. He was very patient with me because, like I said, I wasn't looking for a relationship at the time. And a lot of guys lose interest like that. It's just a clean, fluffy brush that I'm gonna use to buff out the harsh edges. Yeah, I feel like anybody that I was trying with, they lost interest just because it wasn't at the pace that they wanted it at. And when he came along, he was very patient, and again, he was very persistent. He knew what he wanted. And yeah, we've been going 6 years strong, and we have a child together. He's actually pretty close to my family. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna take this white, it's like a shimmer shade. I'm gonna pack it on my brush. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a spray. I'm going to pat it on the lid. Growing up, my parents made sure we were always busy. They were really strict on us. We really weren't allowed to do anything. I went to my first party, like an actual house party, when I was 18. Like I said, we weren't allowed to really do anything. That's why I think me and my siblings are so close. And I know I said this in the last video, but I'm giving my eyes a break for a while from falsies, so I am just gonna do mascara today. This is just the Benefit Their Real Mascara. I love this mascara. So I do like to apply this mascara first, and then I go in with this e.l.f. one. And I like the tip of this. What's another fact about me? I don't know if anybody else's 2018 was crap, but mine really was. I lost a very important person in my life. Can I first and foremost say cancer sucks? 2018 was off to a somewhat good start because my son was born. One thing that I got a lot was make sure you understand your options. You know, you are young and this is gonna, you know, put a pause on your life. Or some people even said it was gonna ruin my life. I'm not lying when I say that. And, you know, I was scared when I found out. Just because I don't think I was ready. But looking back at it now, I don't think anybody will ever be 100% ready to have a baby. Nobody or anything can really prepare you for physically being a parent. A lot of people had negative things to say about me having a baby at 20. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. So I'm just gonna take my Becca and I'm just gonna pop some highlight on my brow bone. I'm just gonna take this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Moisturizer, and I got this for Christmas, and it's amazing. It smells so good, and if you have really dry skin, it really hydrates your skin. I think I was more scared because I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my parents for like a week, I think, because I wanted to make sure, and I wanted to go to the doctors and validate that I was pregnant. And that was the hardest thing I could do because my parents tried to keep like an open and honest relationship with us, being that they tell us all the time, like, you could tell us anything, you know, no matter what. So it was hard not telling them. I think the first person I told obviously was my boyfriend, but the second person, my oldest sister, I told her because she has a son. Actually, I told my parents after that. And then I told a few people. That whole week of not telling them, I was so anxious. Just because I thought that they were gonna be mad, obviously. But I thought that they wouldn't accept me. I thought that they would tell me that, you know, I should get an abortion. Or I was scared because I didn't tell the two people that I really needed to tell. up going to the doctor's, and I think they closed the next day, and it took 24 hours to get the results in. So they said I could call like an automated system, and a representative could tell me the results over the phone. So I literally woke up the next morning. I wouldn't say I was prepared, but I was almost prepared for the results. I literally got on the phone, I called them. It was Kaiser actually, and I told them I needed to know the results. And he says, 1 second, and he puts me on hold for like 2 minutes. So as you can imagine, I was anxious. My freaking heart rate was skyrocketing. I was just scared. I kept telling myself, like, there's no way, like, he's gonna get back on the phone and say it's negative, you know. And after 2 minutes, he gets back on the phone and he's like, congratulations, it's positive. Anything else? Just like that. And I was just like, and I instantly started crying, and I think my boyfriend took the phone and he just hung it up. And you know, he was an amazing support system, which I'm glad and really thankful to have, because he just kept reassuring me, you know, everything's gonna be okay. He was happy because he really wanted a child. I was just scared, you know. I had a bunch of different emotions going on, and I didn't want kids right then and there. Like, I really didn't want kids, just because growing up I was around a lot of, I guess, mothers, not being my mother thankfully, but a lot of people that I knew whose mothers just weren't present. They struggled a lot, just stuff like that. The father wasn't in the picture, so I was scared of that. And my boyfriend reassured me a lot, and he said, we can do it, you know, it's gonna be hard, but we got this. So after I confirmed that, I decided I wanted to tell my parents. I think I was gonna wait till I had a sonogram, but I just couldn't hold it in no more. So I was like, I'll just tell them. And I ended up bringing all my siblings together. Even though I think I told my brother, or my boyfriend told my brother. So one of my brothers already knew, and both of my sisters knew. My younger sister, the one that I was close with, and my oldest sister already knew. And you know, the younger siblings, they didn't know. So we all go to my mom's, and she was just like kind of confused at first. She didn't make a comment, but she was just like, what is, you know, this is weird, everybody's here all at once, like. And she was cooking, and my dad was sitting on the couch, and my boyfriend decides to tell them. Actually, I made him tell them. I told him, it's your fault why I'm pregnant, you better tell him. And yeah, 15 minutes after being quiet, he tells them, you know, I have something to tell you guys. And my mom instantly was like, Cinda's pregnant. And we stood quiet, and then my boyfriend was like, how do you guys feel about being grandparents again? My mom was like, I knew it. And like instantly, like I was already in tears, you know? Like I was scared, and like it felt like this huge weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. And I was still scared because my dad was quiet. And I was waiting for a response, and I could tell he wasn't upset. I guess he needed time to accept it, not accept it, but take it all in, because I don't think I was ready to be a mother. But my mom was a young mom. She was 19 when she had my oldest sister. So they always told us to be cautious, just because it was hard, and she was a young mom, and she didn't want us to go through what she went through. So I always kind of took note into that, and I was waiting for my dad's response, and I think he just told me, you know, like, it's gonna be hard, like, being pregnant isn't easy, like, you know, some women lose their lives giving birth and, you know, stuff like that. But he did hug me afterwards because I was a wreck, like I said. And he did hug me afterwards, and he was just like, you know, it's nothing that I know you can't do, but it's just gonna be hard, and we'll be with you, you know, every step of the way. So after that, telling anybody else was easy. After I realized my family supported me and I was still accepted and still loved, I guess, I didn't have a problem telling anybody else. And anybody that had a problem with it could choke on a cactus. Like, I really didn't care. It just became easier after that because, like I said, I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders because my family is my support system, like, no doubt about that. So not telling my parents was so hard. Like, my mom was the first person I wanted to call, but I was scared. But yeah, so after that, it was piece of cake. Like, I had, again, a very strong support system. I'm just gonna take the Laura Mercier powder. I'm gonna mess up my under eyes. And my pregnancy was smooth sailing for the most part, except for the first couple months I had really bad morning sickness. My boyfriend's family was excited for it too, so that helped out a lot too. Everybody was really excited for it. And everybody was telling me, you're having a girl, like, you're having a girl. Like, you know how, like, people say, like, your belly's a certain way, like, you're having a girl, your belly's a certain way, you're having a boy. Well, everybody told me, like, you're having a girl, you're having a girl. And my mom even said I was having a girl. And I was just like, damn, like, I really did not want a girl. But of course, if it was healthy, that's all that mattered. Initially, we were supposed to do a gender reveal, but I was too impatient. So she tells us it's a boy. I think the hardest part was definitely telling my side of the family. I'm just gonna take my contour. This is a Park Ave Princess by Tarte. And I love the way this smells. I'm just gonna take the cool tone brown and this warm brown. As you can tell, I love these two. And I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I don't think carrying my son was hard. I worked up until I was 38 weeks and I had him at 40 weeks. I don't think labor was as hard as dealing with the aftermath of having a baby. Your body healing, and not only that, but the things most women struggle with, things people don't really talk about, like postpartum depression. That was harder for me than carrying my son. Other women are different, definitely. Some women don't struggle with things like that, but it's not something you can control. You know, women don't just get sad after they have a baby. It has to deal with, like, your hormones and stuff like that. Like, that's why I say, like, I'm thankful to have the support system that I do have. I had my boyfriend, he was always checking in on me, making sure that I was okay, and I was very lucky to have that. And some women go through it alone, and I can only imagine how hard that is. I was raised, basically, you make your bed, you lay in it. Everybody's different. Everybody believes in whatever they believe in. You know, I'm not knocking anybody else by all means, but if I didn't have my son, who knows where I would have been now. You know, he's one of the best things that has happened to me, like I said. So I'm glad I didn't let people get into my head and tell me that I couldn't do it and I wasn't capable of doing it. I'm glad I had the family that I had because they reassured me that this was something I definitely could do. Glad I had my boyfriend. Mind you, my boyfriend was there every appointment. I had 3 false alarms as far as like the baby was coming. So he was there to take me every single time. He held my hand through birth. He was right by my side. Having a little tiny face stare at you and love you no matter what. In their eyes, you can't do wrong. It's just such an amazing feeling. I guess my message to people who are pregnant or they don't know what to do, just know whatever your decision may be, as long as you set your mind to something, you can do it. And I was so scared because I didn't know the first thing about being a mom. Mother instincts just kick in. You know what to do once the baby comes, literally. It's been through a lot, so don't judge. Spraying it and watch how it applies. The last touch is gonna be adding my favorite lip gloss. Say hi.
He just woke up.
Say hi. Look at who's that? Is that Mama?
Say cheese.
Is that Mama? Hi. Hi. Say hi. Okay guys, this is gonna be the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me and a little taste of what my life is like. Even if this YouTube doesn't make 1 million subscribers, I just want you guys to grow with me. I enjoy doing this and it makes me happy, and if makeup makes you happy, I hope we can share this together. I'm actually gonna have a collab soon, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, to 2019, to greater things, better things, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.